Hi Malaya! Welcome to Kalayaan Avenue Podcast.
An avenue where you can express your ideas and emotions.
Today, we have another special guest.
Yes, siya nga po pala ay isang singer, songwriter, and many more. Let us welcome Ate Rainheart!
Woohoo! Thank you so much for inviting me here today, Marek and Ain. Grabe, bago tayo magsimula ng lahat, hello nga pala sa lahat. I am Rainheart and I am passionate about music, people, and life. And many of the things that I do other than singer, songwriting, I'm also a host, an adult learning facilitator, and hopefully makilala niyo pa ako over the course of time as we continue to converse with one another. Yan! That's who I am.
Thank you rin Ate
Thank you rin, Ate Rainheart.
for accepting our invite into this podcast.
Effort rin siya sa damit, guys.
Yes! So, kita niyo naman, hindi naman halata, no?
No, nga, yung favorite color.
Yeah.
Nag-usap sila?
Isn't it obvious yung ating color palette dress code?
Yes.
Ayun. So,
So, Ate Rainheart, what are your highs and lows for the week?
Ay, yung sky high kasi yun. Joke. I'm just
Eto
kidding.
na nga. Alam niyo na kung what type of friends you better
Humorous lang, humorous. Hindi. Alam mo, I'm the type of person pa naman na, ano nga pala ginawa ko ulit this week? Pero kidding aside, one of the things that my highlight, I think, this week is the enjoyment of church community. Kasi one of the things na first time ko ulit ginawa for a while. Actually, nag-serve kami last Sunday ni Ain.
Yes.
So, nag-serve ako in the morning. And first time ko, nag-host ako ng singles event namin last Saturday.
Wow.
Ang daming incorporations and I'm getting to know the community there. And siguro kung may low man, namimiss ko yung katimunan.
So, tayo pala yung lows.
Umaga na grateful ako na nandito ako, kasama ko kayo ulit. But honestly, may feeling pa rin of sepangs and homesickness sometimes. Pero I'm grateful that God has lead me today on where I am. And that is how I am doing.
Yes.
wow.
Very
Thank you for that
nice.
update, Ate
Thank you so
Rainheart.
much.
Ako naman, highs ko is that you came along. That you're here with us.
Si Ate
Kalayaan Ave
Rainheart ang
Podcast.
highs namin ngayon.
Yeah.
Kami ang
Akit na tayo
lows.
dun.
Kami yung
Another high is yung opportunity and time to
True.
finally do podcast again. Kasi we've been on a hiatus for this past months because of school, academics. But grateful na sunod-sunod ngayon yung podcast natin. Lows naman, ano ba lows? Parang wala
Season
naman.
niyo pala. Ay, wow! Sana all.
Just grateful to God for everything.
Okay.
Aww.
Yun. How about you, sis?
Nagulat ako dun. Tatanungin rin pala ako sa highs and lows ko. Di ako nakapag-prepare. Sige, highs. Alam niyo naman na. Alam na ni Ate Rainheart. Come on! Kakabigay niya lang sa akin ng lanyard na yan.
Paano din ginawa mo eh?
Oo. Na-accept na nga ako sa universidad ng pagbabago.
Hey, let's go!
Lagit-lagi para sa bayan and para sa Diyos.
Wow.
Ayun. UP nga pa.
Baka daw
Baka
din
hindi
nila
na
magets eh.
nag-gets.
Baka ibang campus yung nasa isip.
Oo
At saka
nga.
yun, hi friends, syempre si Ate Rainheart and the other friends rin na pumunta rin dito
Yeah.
last Monday nung nag-shoot
Yeah.
kami. Yung sa lows naman, ano bang lows? Parang wala rin. Joke lang. Siguro medyo busy. Pero I don't consider yung busyness as like something that can be a low for me. Kasi pinagpe-pray ko nga na magkaroon ng gantong type of schedule.
Yeah.
Para productive, di ba?
Yeah.
So, why do I need to complain when I ask the Lord na I wanted to eat tapos magko-complain ako na yung plate ko full,
Yeah.
plenty. So, ayun, I'm really grateful rin for this very productive week. Kahit busy siya, may nangyayari. May nagagawa.
May
Yeah.
nangyayari na!
Yun.
Yes!
Sige. To formally start.
Yes,
Baka
yes.
nakakalimutan mo yung jiggle natin dito.
Oo nga pala.
Ayaw nga pala. So yun, guys.
Parinig nga.
Sasabay si Ate Raina.
Ay, di ko alam.
To formally start our
Start.
Kalayaan Avenue
Yes.
podcast.
1, 2, 3. Malaya na hey, hey. Malaya na hey, hey.
Sing with us, Ate Rain.
Malaya
further ado, kung ano pinaka-inaantay ng ating mga malayas out there watching. So thank you, by the way, for watching. Our topic for today's podcast with Ate Rainheart is Love Can Wait.
Yes.
Super exciting, lalo na't maraming dyan mga nag-aabang-abang about love topic. So yun. Tuwag-tuwa sila, guys. Sige, just giving them time to calm down for a sec.
Okay.
Behave
Mukhang okay na sila. Sige. For our first question is, why do you think God calls some people to wait before entering a romantic relationship? And what can be gained during that season of waiting?
Grabe na. So, kung may call out talaga. Yung first question pala. Una sa lahat, no, thank you, Ain and Marek, for this opportunity to have this platform. I think love is still a taboo, and one of the things that are, kumbaga, not as clear kasi iba-iba tayo ng story, iba-iba din tayo ng opinion, iba-iba din yung the way God has orchestrated our story. So for sure, this is my disclaimer. This is from what I have journeyed with God. So it might not be your story, but what I want you to have and take away is for you to be hopeful na kung ano man yung story mo, iba din yung ginagawang story din ni Lord. So as I answer this question, grabe lang kasi kaya ako sinabing call out kasi medyo yan yung season ko, I think, currently. Being able to wait before entering a romantic relationship. For context, I am older than these guys, okay? So, kumbaga,
Hindi halata.
Hindi halata kasi naka-pink no? Mukhang Barbie today. Pero, kumbaga, I am in a season of open to have a relationship, and there are times that people around me women that I have been praying for, discipling, naramdam mo na, Lord, ala, ako na lang yung natira. Bakit ako na lang? Bakit ganon? So, gets na gets. If you are currently asking that, it's completely normal. And here I am. I want to share with you yung mga, I think, tinuturo ni Lord sa akin currently this season. So, unang-una sa lahat, actually, I started this year kasi, di ba, familiar tayo. We start our year in our church community with a prayer and fasting. Tapos, usually, di ko alam kung ginagawa nyo din to, pero may mga theme, usually, di ba, for the year. Ito yung faith goal ko, or ito yung character na Bible that I'm currently holding to para matuto. And this year, I have been holding on to Esther. Kilala nyo si Esther, di ba? And more than the famous stories or parang storyline ni Esther, one of the things that I have been pondering or kumbaga ninanamnam ko as I study her book in the Bible is yung art of preparation. Actually, bago pumunta si Esther sa king, ang dami niyang ginawang preparation. Parang, to be exact, parang 12 months siyang nag-prepare. Year siya nag-prepare na alam mo yung mga, di ko alam kung nanood kayo ng mga Barbie or mga princess movies.
Ako.
Parang, mga princess, nanonood ka nun, di ba?
Naka-pink siya
So, alam niya yun. Pero kumbaga, di ba, bago ka to put into royalty or bago ka ma-crown into a queen or something, you need to be trained. You need like training for etiquette, morals, how you style yourself, how you communicate like to your townsfolk or ano. Kumbaga, maraming bagay para ka maging qualified for a bigger responsibility, which is foreseeing a kingdom. Diba yun yung mga ano. I grew up on Barbie, so maraming bagay na di ko alam kung napapansin din nila sa personality ko. Pero kumbaga, aminado na I have the sense of leadership with the things and the people that are around me, because I have learned that during this time that I am waiting, it is not for nothing talaga.
True.
It's not for nothing. So, just like Esther, she was, minsan nga, ginagawa ko justification kasi yung preparation ni Esther, cosmetic treatment, mga,
okay.
Diba na minsan, joke ko na lang yun sa sarili ko na, Lord, deserve ko to. Pag kumari kasi makikay ako, I like painting my nails, I like getting my makeup done, but more than that, more than the external things, I believe yung preparation of the Lord while waiting is also internal. So, one of the things na I don't want to scare people off, or kumbaga parang that I think as you are single and in waiting, that is a good thing to prepare for, is the ability for you to show your brokenness to another person. This is the thing that's very heavy currently in my season.
Being vulnerable.
Being vulnerable. Like, in a way kasi, sabi nga nila, the more you are shown care, the more that your wounds come up.
Oh, yeah.
Kasi the more na nararanasan mo yung proper care and healthy standards, na mapapansin mo na, shucks, meron rin pala akong past wounds from the past na nakaranas ako na hindi pala yung maganda yung nakaranasan ko. So, yun yung I think my desire currently. Lord, show me where I'm broken, so that when another person comes in that is interested on walking this with me, like forever mo na siya kasama, hindi mo na siya pwedeng tanggayan, hindi naman parang ano yan, no? Paki-return na lang.
Elimination round.
Hindi po yung
No
pwede.
return policy.
No return policy. So, these are the things na I am currently asking. Na, am I ready to show my brokenness? And for someone who is an eldest daughter who grew up as a strong, independent woman, it's a hard question to ask. Kasi nga, oh my gulay, parang you're known as this person. You have a high reputation. You have these things. Kumbaga maganda yun naman yung reputation mo. Pero are you ready to show someone that is beyond that, which is your brokenness? Kasi ako, sabi ko nga, Lord, alam ko naman, accept mo ako eh. Alam ko naman broken ako. You accept me as who I am. But I don't know if kaya ko bang ipakita to sa another person. Especially someone who's as vulnerable na lagi mo makakasama until forever. Like, ganun. So, yun, ask yourself that question. Are you ready to show that kind of brokenness? And if not, show it to the Lord first.
Yes.
So that you will be able
Love that.
to process it. Siyempre, who else, diba, would understand you, and who else would be able to heal you from such wounds and brokenness than God? So, yun yung, I think, one of the first things, the art of preparation. Kayo ba? Ano yung sa
Love
tingin
that.
yung any thoughts on it before I
Siya
go?
na yung nag-interview.
Before I go into the next
Next round.
Hindi pa first question pa rin naman tayo. Pero ano yung thoughts nyo on like
Ikaw, kuya.
preparation
What are your thoughts?
and waiting?
Yeah, before any decision naman talaga in life, it's important to prepare. Kasi
True.
although as fun as it is to be spontaneous, 'di ba? It's more of for fun ang spontaneity. But when it comes to serious and decisions that come with real consequences, it's important to be prepared and know what are those consequences, and if we are ready to take on those consequences, I believe. I really like what Ate Rainheart said, na preparation is important. So that's why when it comes to dating and pursuing someone as a man, it's really it's hard not to be peer pressured kasi ang daming distractions dyan around the world, and even madaming magaganda sa mundo.
Wow.
Kumbaga.
Kasi God yung
But,
creator eh.
Yeah, because
right.
God is beautiful. But it's important to be prepared and to really weigh in on all of the factors that come with the decision of entering into a romantic relationship, just like what Ate Rainheart said. And
speaking of brokenness, I think this is something that we are, sabi nga nila, we are the most connected generation, but we are the most isolated. Kasi we have the tendency of being afraid to be vulnerable. Pero siguro naalala ko lang yung verse sa Psalms whenever I am scared of like showing my brokenness to others, which is, basahin natin. Sabi dito, Psalm 51 verse 17 and 19. The sacrifice you desire is a broken spirit. You will not reject a broken and repentant heart, O God. Then you will be pleased with sacrifices offered in the right spirit. So it doesn't matter if you're broken. It matters if you have the right spirit as you are waiting. I just want to pound that before we move on to the next. Kasi no matter how much you have or practicality you have or kumbaga alam mo kung ano yung gagawin mo during the waiting, if you don't have like the right mindset or spirit while you're waiting, hindi ka pa rin magiging ready. Kahit anong gawin mo, magiging ready. So, I think for people who are currently waiting or having a hard time waiting, please know that before anybody chose you, God already chose you first.
Amen.
I think that truth needs to be dealt inside of you very deeply para kahit anong mangyari man sa yung or kung pananakit or confusion, you will never be shaken kasi you know that the Lord is the one who is like your true goal in life. Sabi nga nila, our goal is not like happy marriage. Our goal pa rin is pursuit of Christ, which is glorifying Him through the life that we have. So, I think that in itself is the greatest preparation we can have. Is having the truth of being chosen by the Lord before anyone else chooses us.
Wow.
Nice,
Amen.
nice.
And what do you think can be gained during that season of waiting?
Ayun, during the season of waiting, I think I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we gain hurt. We gain, especially in this day and age, ghosting is rampant. Sometimes it's a needed process to have because it tests our faith. It allows us to recalibrate kung ano yung standards natin na akala mo ito yung gusto mo before, pero dahil nga na-experience mo dito with this person, baka hindi nga ito ganito compatible with my type of personality. So, I just want you to let you know that you can, other than gaining the truth of Jesus choosing you, you will also gain hurt. Because before the right person comes, syempre there are people who will try that are not the right person. And kanina medyo hawakan na naman ng konti ni Ain nung nag-uusap kami before this podcast started. Pero I wanted to share a little bit of what I have experienced with ghosting. I encourage you to pray. Pray why God is giving this to you right now. Maybe because He's teaching you something, pruning something na mamaya may ganito kang mindset before pero hindi pala yun kaayon-ayon sa Kanya. Or maybe you're idolizing this person, you're putting them on a pedestal. Pero one thing that I experienced, I didn't get any closure from a guy, and I remember because God has prompted me to honor him through offering my own way of closure. So I gave him like a letter that signified na of honoring of how he was present in my life. And I wanted to, kasi feeling ko kailangan lang ma-encourage nung mga nakikinig sa atin ngayon. Yeah. I wanted to read like an excerpt from that letter. I admit though, there were times I felt confused on why you suddenly drifted away. Maybe it was just a shift of seasons and timing, but I learned in my times with God that I shouldn't dwell on what didn't happen, but on what did. And how much these moments brought light and growth into me. So, to everyone who's listening, who's currently looking for closure, focus on what happened rather than on what didn't happen. It's an avenue for you to also trust God and have faith that He is the one who's currently orchestrating the right person for you. Be hopeful that the Lord is the one who is currently nurturing the right partner for you. Yun.
Wow, thank you, Ate Rainheart.
Ako ba?
Malaman.
Okay, parang na-speechless na yung mga kasama ko dito. Kaya natin to.
Ikaw sis, if you want to add anything.
Wala, nasabi ni Ate Rainheart yung preparation. Yun talaga
second
yun
question.
Yun talaga yun, yung sa waiting, I think that's what happens while you wait. Talagang preparation. Nahanda ka ni Lord. And yun, magbabasa ako sa mga words of wisdom from my parents. Nuggets
Come
of
on, come on.
Kasi hindi ko pa ito na-experience, guys. So, doon tayo magbase sa
Tama,
kanila.
That's why in-invite namin si Ate Rainheart.
Wala din ako experience!
Sa ghosting bear.
Okay, fine.
Ayun, sa parents ko nga, sabi nila, while you wait, dun mo na mas nakikilala yung sarili mo. Dun mo mas nakikilala dun mo mas nalalaman kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mo. Kasi, yun nga, nabanggit rin ni Ate Rainheart na yung while you're waiting, dun nangyayari yung pains. And during the pain, dun mo rin na-learn yung lesson mo. So, yung mga tao na dumarating sa buhay natin, we all know that not everyone can stay. Na once they serve their purpose na ipaturo sa'yo yung lesson na to, they can already go. So, they can either really be a blessing or a learning lesson. Tapos, ayun, while we wait before entering a romantic relationship, what can be gained? Work on yourself. Yes. Yun rin na-advise namin, to work on yourself because marriage, we all know na yung dating, we want it to end in marriage eh. So, while working on yourself, sabi nga ng parents ko, you have to be mentally prepared, you have to be financially prepared. Na-advise rin yun kay kuya na bago siya manligaw, dapat meron na siyang sariling money, na hindi siya magbabase sa parents.
Kaya namang may kipag-date ako tapos hingin ko pa sa parents ko.
Oo, syempre.
True. It's a sign of not being prepared.
Yeah.
Exactly. You shouldn't act out of your season.
Yes.
And
Lahat naman
season
tayo,
ko mag-study.
Oo, lahat naman tayo daraan dyan eh. Wag yung i-rush.
Tama.
How can Christian students distinguish between pursuing a God-centered relationship and simply following their emotions or peer pressure?
Okay, tayong mga students. Joke
Yan yung gusto ko.
Grabe. Super gets ko yung emotions. I am an emotional person. So, being able to act upon impulse on the things that you think you are right, sobrang mahirap siyang gawin to control yourself. But over time, syempre, you will learn how to. Pero, how to distinguish, I think it still boils down on the purpose, on why you want a God-centered relationship at that time.
The why.
I'm reading a book. I read a book. It's ang title niya is The Sacred Search. It's not about who you marry, but why. So it still boils down on, kasi especially in the dating sense, yun nga, sinabi ko kay Ain kanina, grabe, bakit kailangan tanungin kung ano yung physical type mo, ano ba yung type mo sa ganito, ganyan, tapos parang ako wala akong masagot, kasi parang hindi naman siya priority in my head. Because one of the things that I currently hold on to when choosing a partner, bakit ko siya piliin? Maybe because he's in line with my calling, or maybe he's just, kumbaga, you're choosing wise that are not temporary but permanent on a long term. Like, kaya nga covenant ang marriage eh, kasi nga forever mo siyang gagawin. Kasi may mga katulad niyan. Bakit mo siya pipiliin? Kasi gwapo siya. Kaso pumapangit tayo. Tumatanda tayo.
Yeah,
so,
true.
pipiliin mo pa rin ba yun? So, di ba? How do you distinguish? Bakit mo pipiliin to? Kasi marami siyang pera. Paano kung mahirap na siya? Pipili mo pa rin ba? So, yun yung mga usual things that we hear. But, one of the things that I have learned during this time as I ask about not focusing on who, but why in the season, especially as students, no, regarding their emotions. I'm also reading a book called Purity is Possible by Helen Thorne. Tapos, I think may tatlo siyang makaka-help lalo na sa mga students. Tatlong areas na we don't foresee that we idolize regarding dating. So, and I wanna share it with you guys. So, yung unang idol, di ko alam, huwag kayo matawa. Kasi ako nung una ko binasa to, like, bingo! Check! Idol ko nga pala yun. So, the first idol is the idol of relationships. Kung wari, Kapag hindi ka nagka-jowa, hindi ka na masaya. Eh, paano kapag may jowa ka, masaya ka? Kumbaga, you're putting the idea of having such parang societal condition, all of your security on it, which is not a good thing. Kasi, the moment na mainip ka lang, na wala ka ng jowa, wala na, crumble na yung identity mo. It's either your mental health goes down or you wanna isolate yourself, mababa na yung hope mo, mababa na yung moral mo, mababa na yung self-esteem mo. So yun yung number one na warning I think that you want to have regarding like distinguishing whether it's an emotion or a societal standard. Hindi ko na kasi gusto yung word na peer pressure kasi societal standard na talaga siya, hindi lang with the people around us especially social media, ang dami na. So, the idol of having a relationship. So, even when you're in a marriage, kaya nga nagkakaroon like ng cheating. When you're married, do you still like wanting to have another relationship other than your wife? That's an idol of a relationship. Kasi nga, you're wanting something that you do not have. Parang in a way. So, I think that's the number one thing that we should be warned about or be wary of. Kasi once God gives it or not, where do we anchor our security on? Is it the idol of a relationship? So yun yung unang idol. Una pa lang yun. Mga lodi talaga no?
3 points.
Second idol is experience. Eto, purity talks in church is still taboo. Pero I believe this is something that can be open. We can be open about talking about kasi the idol of experience. Once na para when you get married, tapos you feel unsatisfied in a certain partner's performance, whether it's emotional or in another area, would you anchor your security on that? Like, pag di niya to ginawa, hindi na ako happy. Hindi na ako satisfied. Ba't di niya to ginawa? Eh, gusto ko yun eh. So, the idol of experiencing something just because you want to have pleasure from. And I think that's super dangerous. Kasi, especially with purity-wise, once you overgo yung selfish or flesh ambitions mo, flesh desires mo na gusto ko to manggampanan, gusto ko magkaroon ng ganito, dahil lang gusto ko maranasan kasi mukhang maganda. Mukhang masarap siya maranasan. Pero yun ba yung tinuturo ni Lord? Yun pa rin talaga, biblical standard. Whether it's based on your own pleasure or will God find pleasure in it? Yun yung, I think, one of the wary things. And third one, last na, is the idol of control. I am guilty about this. I have moments where I put people at arm's length before Ain and Marek met me. I was like the opposite of who I am today. I'm so closed off because I came from an experience where friends betrayed me regarding rumors and gossip, and I held my walls very up high. So, the idea of being controlled na hanggang dito ka lang, hanggang parang you're not letting people in, letting people be, parang letting people share lives with you, that's also dangerous. So, hopefully, yun yung maging wary, especially in students. This is not just for dating in singles, having the idol of like relationships, experience, and control. These are things you can also practice now while you're still a student. Kasi hindi rin naman siya in the avenue of just love You can also apply it with your parents, with the family, and like holistically you can. So that you would be wary of, am I pleasing myself or am I pleasing the Lord? I know it sounds Christianese, pero this is for God to protect you din if you really want to align with Christ-like behaviors, because you know that this is what's best for you, then by all means, mahirapan ka pumili. Kasi ibig sabihin, we are not of this world. Kaya mahirapan talaga tayo pumili kasi we are of heaven. So, ayun, yun yung aking, I think, top 3 things regarding how to distinguish if a God-centered relationship is not just by emotions or societal standards.
Wow. Thank you, Ate Rainheart.
Ang dami nito mga to!
I'm super thankful sa ano niya, sa preparation niya
Prepared
talaga.
siya,
Sa totoo.
guys. While waiting, preparation.
Yun kasi yung number 1, no?
Yun ang nakuha eh, no?
Thank you, Ate Rainheart. Napaka insightful ng sinabi niya, Ate Rainheart. Talagang 3 points, parang preaching.
Yes.
What are some practical ways to grow spiritually, emotionally, and personally while waiting for God's timing in love?
Yun, no? Grabe. Ang bigat nun. 3 din yun, no? Pero actually, I think na hawakan na natin yun spiritually and emotionally. So, I would focus on personal. And one of the greatest things and practical ways for you to be able to enjoy waiting. Actually, I don't like the word waiting eh. I like the word becoming. Kasi nga,
Nice.
we are, kasi when you're waiting for something, like now you're waiting for a relationship, and then when you get into a relationship, you're waiting for marriage, and now when you're, parang baga hindi nawawala yung enjoyment of the present. So I like the word becoming instead. So, speaking of that, yung I think one of the practical ways is self-awareness. Oh my gosh! I think Ain and Marek knows this. I am so passionate about people. Like knowing how they work, their social behaviors. Ang dami natin pwedeng pag-usapan pero mauubos yung time natin. Pero, kumbaga, I think if meron mang practical way is, number 1 is knowing yourself regarding how God designed you. Okay, MBTI. I don't think everyone knows, or I don't think everyone is super buy-in about it.
Yeah.
Pero my personal testimony and experience with it, kasi once I knew how God designed me na, okay, I'm an extrovert pala, or this is how I think, this is how I do things, it allowed me to also be affirmed na of other people's personalities as well. Kasi sometimes there are misunderstandings or offenses na akala mo it's personal offense on you, pero that's just how they are. That's just their natural tendencies. And then it will allow you also to put your best self on regarding your self-development. If you know you are an extrovert, pero you're just at home and just parang nagmumukmuk ka lang sa bahay, nakatingin ka lang sa ceiling, depressed ako nun pag nakaganon ako sa bahay. Hindi ako okay nun. So, kumbaga, ito yung alam mong tendencies where you will grow. So, if you're an extrovert, go out. If you are intuitive, create. If you are someone who's emotional, then use these avenues to, I don't know, counsel someone. If you are spontaneous, arrange, like, may mga friends kami, napaka-spontaneous, nag-arrange sila ng mga plans and stuff to have community. These are things that should not be a way for you to bog down yourself, but to really appreciate how God designed you. So, maybe that's why I am also enjoying my waiting time, kasi parang naaliw ako kay Lord na, Lord, ganito niyo po pala ako ginawa. Ang amazing na it's the ability to discover how much God has made you as beautiful as you are. Even with men, that this is not just for women. So, ayun. Tapos yung, I think, importante din, especially in the dating sense, is yung love languages. I don't know if you were able to talk about it, pero I think majority of the time, malaking advantage if you know how someone feels appreciated. It goes a long way. And while now, kung nag-aabang kami gumawa sa'yo nun, what I do with my friends currently is I invest that kind of love na I want to receive by giving it to them. Kung pag may birthday, I send them flowers, I send them chocolates, or when somebody is celebrating something, I make sure to call them and congratulate them. Kumbaga, the love that you want to experience. And while you, kumbaga, kaysa magmukmuk ka na hindi ko pa to nagagawa, ibigay mo muna sa iba. For sure, God will reward you over time when the time comes na ikaw naman yung mag-receive. And lastly, I think the best thing that you can do while you're waiting for God's timing is to make yourself available to the Lord.
Amen.
Actually, malapit na tayo matapos, is my life verse actually, di ba familiar ang Jeremiah 29:11?
Yes.
Pero actually, ang life verse ko is Jeremiah 29:12-14.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
You know why? Ito, basahin ko verse 12. In those days, when you pray, I will listen. If you look for me wholeheartedly, you will find me. I will be found by you, says the Lord. I will end your captivity and restore your fortunes. I will gather you out of the nations where I sent you and will bring you home again to your own land. Yun yung laging hope ko. Like, for all of the things that have happened in my life, iba pa yung personal breakthrough ko. What I really just want is to make myself available to the Lord because I know He will listen to me. Ito yung being available is not just half-hearted. Sabi, wholehearted. Big sabihin lahat. Like brokenness, lahat ng lahat, 100%. Hindi pwedeng may speck of dust na may iwan. Kasi ang promise ni Lord is that He will find us. And what I like about the last parts of the verses, kasi ito yung context nila, captivity, like, kasi na, sila, diba, na exile sila. Pero sa akin kasi, in our context, I take it as exile from heaven. Kumbaga yun yung pa rin yung ultimate promise for all of us. That when we make ourselves available to the Lord, He will listen and He will find us. And He will unite us with Him in heaven, with His love that He has gave through Jesus as He died on the cross, diba, for our sins. And more than all of the things that I've said, I think kung may uwi man kayo, please, eto lang pakinggan nyo. Love pa rin ni Jesus. No, love can wait, but Jesus is already here, so why wait?
Yes.
Wow.
So,
Amen.
hopefully, it will encourage you to start a journey of like personal discovery, especially as students. I think this is the perfect time na may identity crisis. Sino nga ba ako? Anong gusto kong gawin sa buhay? Saan ako magtatrabaho? What more is the greatest person to journey with you other than the one who created you, who is God? And siguro last revelation that I like is yung regarding, di ba, idolizing people and especially for creators like us. What I always say is, don't worship creation, worship the Creator. So, regardless kung ano man yung mapagdaanan mo, kung sino man yung pumunta sa buhay mo, never forget na hindi sila yung wino-worship mo, kundi si God. So, yun.
Thank you so much.
Ikaw, kuya, may mga takeaways ka ba? Biggest
Ikaw na lang.
takeaways?
Ikaw na lang, sis.
Wow, wala akong nakuha.
Mukhang may gusto ka sabihin eh.
Wow,
Nilaglag ka
okay.
naman.
Ako ba? Sige, ang mga nakuha ko dito kay Ate Rainheart. Na-appreciate ko yun eh, yung sinabi niyang pag may birthdays, bibigyan ng flowers. Kasi I experienced that from Ate Rainheart nung hindi man siya nakapunta pero naka-receive ako ng flowers sa kanya. And I think that's important for a woman like me, of course. Na yung love dapat hindi natin siya hinahanap sa ibang tao.
Yeah.
Kasi binibigay na kaagad sa atin ni Lord yun. And within our families, we can already find love na already. So, I really appreciate Ate Rainheart for giving me that flower.
Of course.
And si Daddy rin, nabibigay ng flowers. I
Shout out.
appreciate
Ikaw,
that.
hindi ka nagbibigay? Wala ka pa budget?
Wala siya budget. yung
Bakit naman ako binubukin?
I'm really grateful na yung first bouquet of flowers ko na-receive ko sa dad ko.
Oh.
Yes.
And eto nga, yung purity ring.
Purity ring.
Yeah, I received that from my dad. So, yun nga sabi nila na if you want to have fun, wag naman sa ibang tao, di ba? Yung feelings dapat hindi yan pinaglalaruan.
Alam mo siya nasabi.
Parang hit home ba? Dapat hindi pa naglalaruan yan. And Ayan, na-appreciate ko talaga si Ate Rainheart. Thank you for your life talaga.
Thank you.
We learned
So true.
something. Yung, lalo
Yeah.
na yung sa she doesn't like the word waiting. It is becoming raw.
Yeah.
Which is
Wow.
a great connect rin sa mga, grabe, connected yung mga topic namin sa podcast. Kasi yung first topic, ano yun?
God's perfect time. Yeah.
Whoa.
Which includes waiting season rin or
Yeah.
becoming season. Yung sunod naman, God's
Perfect will.
perfect will. Learning God's perfect will. Which is related rin sa,
Yeah.
sa timing niya and sa becoming season natin.
Yeah.
So, ito naman, more on love.
Yeah,
Pero somehow
focus on
related
love.
pa rin. sa
Yeah.
andun. So, ayun.
So yun, thank you so much, Ate Rainheart,
Thank you,
again,
Ate
once again.
Rainheart.
Before we officially end our podcast, let's do the Malaya na jingle ulit. Okay?
Ala! Hindi kami nag-practice. Wait.
1, 2, 3.
Malaya na, hey, hey. Malaya na, hey, hey. Malaya na, hey, hey. Malaya na, hey, hey. Woo! Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Yes. Do you
Once
wanna
again.
plug your, Ate
Oo
Rainheart?
nga pala, Ate Rain.
Okay. You can
follow.
find me on social media as Rainheart Jireh.
Yes.
And you can find me on Spotify and
Yes.
YouTube as Rainheart, as in Ulan Puso, just one word.
Follow nyo siya at everyone at Malaya.
At Malaya.
Mga
Yeah.
Malayas out there watching.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes,
so much
thank you
for
so
watching
much.
and thank you.
Thank you. Kindly
Ate
follow our
Rainheart.
page, Ren.
Yeah,
Yes,
AMD Sibs. Facebook,
Instagram, Facebook,
TikTok,
yes, YouTube,
YouTube, Andre
Spotify,
Marek, and
Angel Yoro.
Angel Yoro.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.